Alright guys, I bring to you some more Elimination Chamber 2014 prediction game videos. This is Darren Young versus Titus O'Neil, two former tag team partners, now colliding, now facing off at the Elimination Chamber. Titus O'Neil, of course, being the one, or being the heel, or being the one that turned on Darren Young. So, now this match, I actually, if you would have asked me like a couple months ago if I thought the primetime players would split up before WrestleMania, I would have said no. I don't know, for some reason I didn't see it coming at all. I thought and I hoped they would remain a tag team until maybe they won the tag team titles, and then after that, you know, they would split up maybe. But then one day I decided to read the SmackDown spoilers. I read the spoilers, and it says Titus O'Neil, you know, after the match, he attacks Darren Young and turns heel. And I was like, no! Because I really liked them as a team. Especially when they had AEW as their manager. That was the best time when they were a tag team. When they had Abraham Washington as their manager. He was great too, so it was an awesome tag team. And it seemed like it was just, you know, they were just like a few months away or something like that, or weeks away from winning the tag team titles. But then AEW got released, and primetime players started losing some matches. And then eventually, you know, they started winning back some matches, got a tag team title shot against the Shield. But, you know, most people knew that, you know, the Shield was probably going to win that match, and they did. And, yeah, now we're here. Now they're split up. And while I would have liked to see them team up a little bit longer, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what Titus O'Neil does next, because I'm thinking, you know, Titus O'Neil is probably going to get a big push, and I'm wondering what happens with Titus O'Neil, because he was the big guy of the team, he was the stronger of the two, and on top of that, on commentary, man, Titus O'Neil, I remember one time, he was on commentary, I think during a matchup maybe where Darren Young was either competing, or maybe it was the primetime players counting their opponents or something like that. But Titus O'Neil was on commentary, and he was pretty damn funny on commentary. He was doing great on commentary. I think it might have been the same day where Jerry the King Lawler said something about a wash rag or something like that, and Titus O'Neil made fun of that. But yeah, Titus O'Neil, at least from what I've heard from him on commentary, he's pretty funny. So, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing some of his future promos and, like I said, what happens next with Titus. Now, the reason why I'm going with Titus O'Neil winning this one is because he just recently turned heel, and this is his first match as a heel. So, you know, I doubt he's going to lose it. And in most scenarios, in most of these cases where the heel, or, you know, former babyface turns on his babyface partner, turns heel, usually the heel will win the first match. But there are some exceptions. For example, if you guys look back at, and I talked about the Crime Time players in one of my prediction game videos that I just did, when it comes to the Crime Time players, when Shad turned on JTG, they had their first match, and I think it was a strap match. And that match, JTG was the babyface, won the match. He won the first match despite Shad turning on him. But there's a difference with that match and this match, where that match was a strap match. It wasn't won by pinfall or submission. It was won by touching all four corners in the ring. So JTG didn't need to, you know, get a pinfall victory over Shad in that match. But hopefully, you know, they don't go the same route as the Crime Time players, because the Crime Time players, they split up, but shortly after, Shad got released, and when it comes to JTG, I mean, he's still there, which is amazing, since he hasn't been on TV in the longest, and, you know, he's still with the company. And there's even a website about that, counting the years, the days, the minutes that JTG has been employed. He's been employed for more than 6 years now, which is, like I said, it's freaking crazy. It's amazing. I don't know if like they forgot about him. They forgot he was employed or something like that, so that's why he's still there. But, yeah, like I was saying, hopefully this leads to, I guess, something good for the both of them. I'm pretty sure Titus O'Neil is going to get the bigger push, because he's the one that just turned heel, and he's probably going to be winning this match. Also, another reason why I think Titus O'Neil is winning this is going into the match this Sunday, he doesn't have the momentum. Darren Young actually has the momentum going into it, since Titus O'Neil did take on Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown, and he lost the match. So, that's pretty much all I gotta say as far as my detailed prediction. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, as always, can click that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.